Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to Unranked to Diamond. Apologies that there hasn't been a lot of episodes recently with university back and worlds being on. I don't have a lot of spare time to record, so I'm going to probably have to do things a bit different. Usually I record the episode and upload it on the same day, but now I'm going to have to be a bit more organised that I can record 3 or 4 games at the same time and then kind of spread them out throughout the week. But yeah, welcome back. If you've never watched this series, then welcome. This is the series where I take a fresh account, Smurf account, never played ranked before, and show you the adventure to Diamond. I have done this adventure myself about 4 times in the past, and it's a fun thing to do. You know, I've done it several times, like I just mentioned, and seeing the different characteristics between the different ratings, the different mistakes, even different champions that are played and not played in different ratings is also interesting. Now currently we are Platinum 5, 34 LP, and we are on a massive losing streak at the moment, and yeah, having a little bit of a break from the series. Maybe that recharged my batteries. I've been playing more on my main account at the moment, and yeah, hopefully we can get on a win streak, because I think at the moment we have lost 4 in a row. I have never lost 4 games in a row on a Smurf, I don't think ever. So that is a record, so hopefully we won't make the record any bigger with today's episode. Hopefully we can break it. As I do want to get Diamond this season on this account. It'll be kind of anticlimactic if I don't. I think I just need to get on that win streak and then we'll go straight to Diamond. And then also below the camera is all the champions that this account currently owns. The ones that are in white are ones that I could play at any random time. The ones that are highlighted are ones people actually have donated in order for me to play. Now, after this episode, I will be going through all the donations and everything, as I know there are a couple that I have missed and a couple that maybe are outdated, like I know I've played Leona. So I will be updating this list after today's episode. But for today's episode, I don't really have anything in mind what I want to play. I just want to win. So I'm going to play a champion, whatever role I'm in. I'm going to play a champion that I feel that I can win in. So I'm just going to go prefer, because people have called mid already. So I'm going to say prefer top / jungle. As nobody really has, nobody's called top yet. 2 people have called mid, so there's no point calling mid. And then AD is already taken. So if I go top, I'm fine with that. That is a Fiddlesticks. Is that Fiddle support? I'm not into... Oh, wait, that's Fiddle mid. Okay, Fiddlesticks, in my opinion, is not a great mid laner, especially in the current meta. He basically, you know, think of all the current mid laners. Pretty much most of them have CC of some kind. Fiddlesticks get owned by CC. You know, that's why he's not a jungler. He's either support that can kind of gank and surprise people, or he's a jungler that surprises people with his ultimate. When he's very predictable in mid lane, he won't really do anything in lane phase unless the opponent makes a mistake. And then Funny House is this person. Okay, Moo. So I'm going to go top lane, which is fine. I don't mind going top lane, as mentioned. Top lane is a lane, though, that you feel a little bit isolated in the fact that, you know, you're out of the action. If stuff goes bad bot lane and you're top lane, there's nothing you can do in the early stages of the game. Apart from if you just kind of completely obliterate your lane. That will probably help a lot, obviously. So I think it might be Tahm Kench top lane. I've never played against Tahm Kench top. I imagine it could be annoying, though. Have I done a Gnar episode? Oh, God, that guy's picking Gnar. Okay, it's not Tahm Kench. It's Tahm Kench... God, this is confusing. Tahm Kench jungle, Kha'Zix mid, Gnar top? Maybe. It's a bit confusing, but I think that might be what it is. Maybe. So what do I own on this account that I could possibly play top lane against Gnar? So very well known counters to Gnar, obviously being Aurelia. Aurelia kind of just outscales him and then just owns him. I'm looking at just like a top, like I've got a if you always wonder why do I look on the left screen while champions, like because I have a massive list. I don't like looking at the pictures, so I have a massive list. Do I own Aurelia on this account? If I don't, I don't own Aurelia. Okay, Yasuo, I think, then, unfortunately. Like, I've done a few Yasuo episodes. We don't really have any knock-ups. Okay, that's a bad idea. I'm going to go Jax. I was wanting to do Yasuo, but not having any knock-ups, really, on the rest of my team, you're just asking for trouble, really. So, yeah, we'll go this instead. It's a good pick. I can do well against Jax. Against Gnar, sorry. The early lane phase is going to be really annoying for me with his poke, but I think I can survive that and, you know, make my way through that. Again, just to remind you guys, I'm not really going to be playing a lot of AD carry until I actually have AD carry runes, attack speed quints, basically. And as I do want to play the role in the series, but not having that is kind of not great. And I think the runes are okay. Could be better. I could go for this point here, but that's fine. So, Fiddlesticks mid. Interesting. So, let's go into loading screen where I use lolskill.net to look at the ratings and kind of predict how the game is going to be. So yeah, let's go into that. So, welcome to the loading screen. This is where I use the website lolskill.net to give all the stats and break down what is actually happening in today's game, and it also gives a prediction of who's going to win. So my team has a statistical win chance of 51.9%, so basically 52%. And let's go through the ratings. So Jinx is Platinum 3, Amumu Platinum 3, Fiddle Platinum 3, myself is Platinum 5 being the Smurf, Shen Platinum 2. Enemy team, Corki Platinum 2, Platinum 4 Morgana, Platinum 3 Kha'Zix, Platinum 3 Gnar, and a Platinum 5 Tahm Kench. So I'm confused. The reason I'm confused is that we have both a Morgana and a Tahm Kench, both having Ignite, and who is the support? So the Morgana, you can't see this, but the Morgana has taken 2109 in her Masteries. The Tahm Kench has taken 0921. Okay, so it's Tahm Kench support, Morgana mid lane. That is weird. Honestly, you don't really see a lot of Morg mid laners, but also you don't see Fiddlesticks mid. But as you can clearly see here, this is a Fiddlesticks pretty much one-trick pony that plays in mid lane, not jungle. Again, I find that weird. He's much stronger in the jungle than anywhere else, but obviously this guy prefers him in the mid lane. So, mid lane as top lane, Jax, I think it will go okay. It just depends how well I do in the early game. Without further ado, let's get into the actual match. Okay, welcome to the game. So I am playing Jaximus. Actually, did I run? I ran off the platform, damn it. So I'm playing Jax, a champion that I have played a fair amount in the past. You know, I like the Pax Jax skin. I've got that on my main account. It's a really nice skin. But he was a champion when I used to main top lane. He was a champion that it was very hit or miss with me. I'd either have a game that I'd go legendary on, or I'd have a game that I'd feed on. That was Jax for me. I have played him since, obviously not mainly top lane anymore, and yeah, I do fairly well. It's just the fact, can you carry? Can you get fed enough to carry the game, you know, and use your Jax hyper carry late game in helping your team out when necessary. Now, I have been, you know, certain topics have come up throughout this series, one of which is split pushing. And Jax is a champion that a lot of the time people do use for split pushing. And this is a champion I actually agree with sometimes for split pushing. Jax is one of the best 1v1 duelists in the game, and if you're confident you can kill your enemy 1v1 and then, you know, TP around the map or smash turrets down crazy quick with your passive, yeah, Jax is a good split pusher. I still would argue, though, most of the time it should be that you're grouping with your team, but yeah, he is a champion that if you're split pushing on Jax, yeah, don't. It's a good thing sometimes, but I will still say it's per game. It's situational per game. Some games it'll be good, some games it'll be bad. Okay, so I'm going to be starting the camp here. It's a free level 2, you may as well do it. Most Gnar players don't even do a camp as they don't feel very comfortable doing it. And also I have the free potions down here, so I'm not going to burn my health potions. I'm going to burn the flask because obviously I get the flask back when I do go and buy. So what I could have done actually was kill the minis, which is fine, but whatever. So I'm just waiting for that thing again and kill them. So go back. Okay. Kha'Zix really delays his start there. That is interesting. It is predictable that I'm going to do that as a Jax, but if he doesn't get this red buff, he's basically ruined his early game, which to me is kind of dumb. So yeah, I don't think I need to TP. I'm going to go top lane because, again, I don't want to ruin my lane phase. So yeah, that's interesting. I would not say worth for that Kha'Zix. Okay, so this is the start that's annoying. This is why, you know, I did the camp instead of actually fight this guy at level 2. Because this guy will beat me in the first few levels. So, okay, that guy smited when it didn't die. That is risky because he knows, or Kha'Zix knows, he's now doing that. But anyway, not worth for that Kha'Zix to do that. It's very predictable, as I just mentioned, that most top laners will do a camp. But stopping them in order for you not to get first blood, in not to get, you know, the buff. Now, if Kha'Zix did get first blood then, okay, great, he gets first blood, but he's still behind in terms of jungle pressure. He still doesn't have a buff. He still hasn't, you know, got the levels needed. Now, this Gnar is playing very aggressive. and bot lane is dying, which is interesting. Tahm Kench. I'll actually say, a few episodes ago, I said I don't rate Tahm Kench amazingly well. I was putting that more into the jungle than anywhere, and I still kind of stand by that statement. Tahm Kench to me does the same role in any single role. You know, if he's jungle, if he's support, if he's top lane, he fills the same role. He fills the role of CCing, eating somebody with a good global ultimate that helps people travel. That's why I say you don't need him in the jungle, because you can do the exact same thing as a support. And he wrecks a support. I've been seeing them absolutely wrecking like most lanes in the past couple weeks. Or rather days, I should probably say. I think he might have even got played in Worlds. And that is also a thing to say. You know, I'm recording these videos very current. I don't keep these, you know, on my hard drive for very long. They're always pretty fresh. So in the next few episodes, I might talk about Worlds here and there. I'm never going to spoil. But if like someone picks a champion and I go, that was interesting, that might happen. Or if I start building a champion a different way because I saw it in Worlds, then I'll mention, hey, I saw this in Worlds, so-and-so played it, this is why I'm doing it this way. Anyway, that was a lot of talking. So let's bring it down a little bit, I guess, because, you know, have to concentrate on the game. But this is where I say top lane is not amazing for live commentaries because it's not the most entertaining lane in the world, and I've actually not... Ooh, why are you running? Interesting that he was trying to run at me then. Maybe it was just for the auto attack, but maybe Kha'Zix is around. You never can be too careful. Again, I forgot to mention which lane am I worried about. I would normally say Fiddlesticks mid, but this guy mains Fiddlesticks mid, so I do have some confidence in him. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But so far, this Gnar, again, reading playstyle of your opponent, reading the patterns of what they do is always a good idea. And every single time that I have gone over to this Gnar, he has jumped away straight away. He's just like jumped away as soon as he possibly can, so I don't do any damage to him. That can play in your favour. If you can recognise a pattern that one of your enemies is doing, you can predict that pattern and you can kind of force them into a mistake or force them into an area that you think you have the advantage. Now, what I'm talking about then is fairly advanced. Like, you know, an average bronze player probably can't, you know, think about what the pattern is and then force them into a mistake. But if you're, you know, you're watching this series and you're platinum, I say, then yeah, you probably can do that. So I'm taking quite a bit of damage. Kha'Zix has come top lane, obviously. I've got to be careful, actually, because if he was very quick then, he could have ulted me into the minion wave and potentially killed me. But he wasn't really quick enough. Maybe he wasn't paying attention to his own level. So I'm now level 6, and a lot of people say, why am I not basing right now? I want to hold out as long as possible. That's nice. Basically for... Oh, he might go for that. Basically for teleport. So I think I can teleport back now. You know, I got a teleport up in 5 seconds. Generally, you only want to go back when you have teleport up, because then you're using it to its fullest potential. And I'm also going to go for the Sheen. So as I said, this matchup does favour Jax, but just later in the game. I will outscale this Gnar in a 1v1. It just depends on a few things. How much time will this Kha'Zix put into top lane? Is he going to like camp it? Or is he going to let me and not a 1v1? But if it goes to very late game, when we're both kind of wanting to split push, Jax will win. Or should win. When I get Triforce Balk. There's not a lot this Gnar can do to me. But yeah. If I'm talking actually more than normal, which I actually think I am, I'm actually just happy to be recording Unranked Diamond again, as I haven't recorded an episode in quite some time. And it feels good. I feel refreshed. I've been playing on my Diamond account more. Been playing a lot of Viger recently. That's been going good. But yeah. Okay, he did not use his teleport. Again, that's one thing worth to note. If your lane opponent has TP, and you use yours and he doesn't use his, then he always has global pressure on you then. Okay, he's putting a lot of pressure on. I don't know why he'd continue going that much. But again, pattern recognition. This guy is very aggressive, wants to get as many auto attacks to me as possible. This is a free gank. Free gank, top lane, he plays aggro. And mentioning that to your team is good. A lot of the time in this series, I actually forget to type this in chat because I'm speaking so much. But if you that simple phrase, you know, he's going aggro, it's a free gank. If your jungler comes, hey, great, you get a gank. If your jungler doesn't come, then whatever. It's a lane that is fairly equal in the term. Like either of us can probably win this matchup at this stage of the game. Again, the later the game goes, it goes in my favour, but still. Okay, he's on his way. We can probably kill this guy. Depends if Kha'Zix is here. He could be here, which could lead to our death, but I'm believing that he won't be for some reason. Whether that's just blind faith, I'm not sure. I'm giving you the free... Wait, what? He just went... Okay, I'm confused. Okay, I should have got that kill, but whatever. He went the complete wrong way. Why would you ever flash directly into the enemy's turret? I kind of understand what he wanted to do. He wanted to flash and then jump over here, but he was way out of range to do that. But yeah, Mumu should have given me the kill because it was a kill that was mine. The tower was about to kill him, which would have been my kill. But again, I'm not going to scream to the heavens about it. I don't honestly care that much. If you get it, great. You can snowball from it. If you can't, you can't. TP is now being used, so there you go. So that means 5-minute TP cooldown or thereabouts. My TP is up in just over a minute. So that means for 3 odd minutes, I have TP advantage where I can TP, say, down a bot lane, which is a lane that's going crazy. Good Fiddlesticks ultimate. And then, you know, nice. So I can TP down a bot lane, I can TP the dragon if my team want to do something, and he can't. So yeah, Tahm Kench being Tahm Kench does so much damage for us support, it's ridiculous. I have seen Tahm Kench's support literally kill the enemy AD carry one-on-one. Yeah, it does so much. And this is why I say I don't think you need to play Tahm Kench support because he does Tahm Kench jungle because he does so much as a support anyway. Do I rate it as like a amazing pick? Not amazing. There are negatives to Tahm Kench support. Like he's not a true support in the fact that he'll heal your AD carry, or he doesn't have a crazy amount of PL apart from eating you, which makes you not be able to do any damage. There are negatives, but there are positives too. So far this lane, it's been a pattern. It's basically been he's pushing it into my tower, which is a good thing. I am missing CS from last hitting, not being able to last hit from pressure and stuff, but it's a pattern, which again, pattern recognition, and again, now that I'm back in uni, if more technical terms come out like pattern recognition, it's probably because I'm doing it in my course, because I'm actually doing a module in artificial intelligence this year, which is interesting. Nice. So I went to the sustain route, which is actually paying off big time at the moment. Because I'm a Jax, he's a Gnar, he has lane advantage early, and I'm staying within about 10 CS, which honestly is not that bad for a Jax in the early stages. He knew about that. Why did he know about that? Is there a pink? Oh, just probably a normal ward somewhere. Q. I need to be closer probably. There could be a Kha'Zix. Yeah, I was going down to the Amumu because there could have been a Kha'Zix like there to meet and greet the Amumu. Cool. I am slowly actually catching up with the CS. Like, he was 10 ahead of me, and now he's still 10 ahead of me, never mind. I am weary of Kha'Zix at the moment, but if Kha'Zix comes top lane, they should be able to do Dragon. So far, this Fiddlesticks has basically done Fiddlesticks things that he's doing well. He's 4-0-0, and people say, hey, does that mean Fiddlesticks mid is good? No, because all of his kills have been from roaming, which you do as a jungler. So why wouldn't you play him in a jungle? To me, it doesn't make sense why you pick him in mid. Because he doesn't do well in the matchups. You know, most of, as I said, in the champ select, most champions that are popular at the moment have CC, which counters Fiddlesticks. So, I don't know. There's a ward in there. I like that he's putting time in top lane, but I don't like it that when Dragon is up, he's potentially putting time. Nice. So literally, this Fiddlesticks is getting his advantage from roaming, and as I said, mentioned, you know, he's a jungler, you know, as a normal role. Why wouldn't you just play him in the jungle? But that's fine. Fiddlesticks is doing well enough that the bot lane is getting very ahead. One more QW and he's dead. He was trying to, like, I don't know. I think he thought he'd transform way earlier than he did. But again, remember with Jax, just as a little tip, I don't usually do tips per se for just champions. But Jax's passive, remember, it's 1, 2, and then the third auto attack is the big auto attack. It's the proc for your passive from your ultimate. So if you do 1, 2, and then jump on the enemy, your passive is saved up, so you'll do even more damage with the W. Because it uses oh, boy. I don't want to die. Usually sometimes it's worth doing that, sometimes it's not. I just don't want to die. At the beginning of the Unranked Diamond series, if you guys watched it, you'll notice, or if you remember, I was on a mission not to die. For the first like 3 or 4 episodes, I was like, I'm not dying this game. And I played very well. I'm trying to get back into that mentality of being like, I don't want to die. I want to play as well as I can. And sometimes, you know, one death can set you on a chain of just dying over and over and over again. So I'm just going to try my best not to die. It's pretty much that simple. And using TP like that, again, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's okay, I guess. So he's rushing the Black Cleaver. That's obviously what he's going to do. I'm going the Triforce, and then we'll be going into the Bork. And I also have Triforce now, which is a bit annoying. But I think I'm going to go for a relatively early base. I'm not going to stay in lane a lot. Because I'm actually scared at the moment from Kha'Zix. I got him. Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to fight me. I've outscaled him at this point. I thought I wouldn't outscale him until I got, like, Bork, like Triforce Bork, but I've already outscaled him. And that was a bit of a messy fight that I didn't have any vision of the bush, so I actually lost it for 1 auto attack, so that could have cost my death, but it didn't. I'm actually going to be greedy. Normally, greediness kills you, and this is kind of going against what I literally just said of not wanting to die. But I don't know why I have a feeling that Kha'Zix isn't top lane. Plus, I think I might... Is he top lane? I thought I just saw something in Tribush near me. But as long as I stay near the minion so he doesn't have the isolate damage, I think I'm okay. And I think actually, even if he has the isolate damage, I might be able to kill him. So I'm just going to... I'm not even going to go in shop at the moment because I think he could be around. I'm just going to stay looking at myself just in case. And I'm safe. Good. Buy boots and also buy... Yeah, I could have actually sold boots and got that, but I think I need that, and I'm also going to buy that too. So this game's going good so far. 201, winning my lane. Now ahead in CS of him. Morgana is pushing mid, obviously considering how much Fiddlesticks is actually roaming. Nah is also teleported down bot lane. He didn't get anything from it, so... him, dodged the stun, that was quite nice. Someone... Nope. She has no man. Oh! Please don't say she's gonna get away. I got her. Ah, she's flashed. Never mind. That sucks. I should have ran away and then ran back. Oh! Yeah! There we go! Nice. So, while my mid laner is dead, and while top lane is pushed to Kingdom Come, I may as well just go mid lane and try and kill this turret. You know, there's nothing better for me to do, so... Oh! Look at that damage. I am getting strong. Back off. Bot lane is always fighting. Like, that lane is constantly going at it. So this is an example of a game that I say, if you know how to play a counter lane, play a counter lane, but still only play champions you're comfortable with. So like, if I wasn't a Jax player, I would not play Jax. Obviously, this series is a bit different, that I try to play as many champions as possible, but it's not worth it for an average player to be like, I've never played Jax before, but I've heard he does well against Gnar. Don't do it. It's not worth doing. Play a champion that you're very good at, and you'll go up in rating a lot quicker and a lot easier. Trust me in that fact. You know, when I first was starting to do ranked, I played very little champions. I played like Ryze, Lee Sin, Lux, and Kayle. They were like my main 4 for a very long time. And then obviously I kind of expanded outward. So my team is looking to do a bit of, you know, invasive stuff. Nara's in the mid lane. I do have teleport, so that's completely fine. I can kind of push this like mad. And this is where I say split pushing on Jax is okay if you know you can kill your opponent 1v1. I can probably do a 2v1 right now as long as I don't get chain CC'd. So I can push this like crazy. If Nara comes top lane, I can potentially kill him. And then I can look to TP around the map. So Nara is like... I don't know what Nara is actually doing. I don't know what Amumu is doing in their jungle. Like, Amumu is not an invading jungler. So, I don't know. That's weird. They're throwing a bit. But, nah. Again, Amumu is not an invasive jungler, so you really shouldn't just be randomly in the enemy jungle, especially when there's a Kha'Zix or something like that on the enemy team. It's just odd. So he's going back. He doesn't obviously have TP because he TP'd down here just a minute ago. I do have TP, so I could look for something. And that's what I say, this Fiddlesticks really isn't doing anything in mid lane. He's 100 CS, so he's 40 CS behind. He's just doing everything that a jungler would do, so you may as well play Fiddle Jungle. Caw! Bye-bye. Oh, that dodge! Wow, that hitbox. I thought that would have hit. That was surprising. Okay, so Morgana is just constantly pushing the mid lane. I'm going to try and kill her. This is a kill. There's no way she's getting away. Come help me do this. And this is why I say a top laner, a lot of people say it's so hard to carry from top lane. You can, if you just do very well in your lane and have then global pressure. So a lot of people say you're giving up your tower. Hopefully I can do this dragon quick enough with Amumu that I can kill the dragon and then TP back up to top lane. I don't know if I will, but what I can do now is actually go straight away because I think they've got the dragon. So I save the top tower for a little more, at least. And then if he goes aggressive on me under tower, then I think I can kill him because his Mega is actually being bad timing. So he has got the Tabby. Oh, that was closer than I wanted it to be. But we're good. Okay, I think I can lifesteal quite a lot in like a few seconds, so Kha'Zix could come top lane. But again, a lot of people will be like, oh, you're really low health, but because I played quite a lot of Jax, I kind of know his limits, and I know I played a lot of Kha'Zix too. And if Kha'Zix jumps on me, considering how weak he is, I think I actually could kill him even if he's full health. So this is just where I say, like I said a while ago in a league discussion, you have two types of knowledge. You have game knowledge and you have match knowledge. Your game knowledge is how well you know champions, their abilities, all that stuff. Match knowledge is actually applying that in game. Can you do that? And that is, you know, what I do when I say, oh, I used to play that champion a lot. You know, I'm not just saying that. It's because I can apply the knowledge I gained from playing it in the game. Oh, I got hit. Damn it. That was not great. He flashed. Cue the Morg. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I didn't want to die. Damn it. I really wanted to cue the Morg. She should die. She's dead. Yes. Now Q. Null went the wrong way. There we go. Maybe. Oh! Yes, nice. Okay, that's good. I got over 3,000 gold. I just noticed. So that's good. And now I've got Triforce, Bork. That's core of my build. What shall I go now? I'm thinking just go a bit of tankiness. So I'm going to get a Giant's Vest. I don't know exactly what that's going to build in. Probably Dead Man's Plate, actually. I've not built Dead Man's Plate on Jax before. I haven't played a lot of Jax recently, but I imagine Dead Man's Plate could be pretty good on him. I've got hiccups. But anyway. So how's the game going? So 7-1-2, good. 3-1-4, good. He's got an AP. Oh, he's going a bit of AP Amumu. Okay. 7-1-4, similar score to me, but a lot less CS because obviously how much roaming he's been doing. 3-4-8 as the Jinx. Again, she's been getting a lot of help and she's actually not been doing very good. And 0-5-9 Shen. He's basically been dying to the Tam Kench. That's basically all of his deaths. It is surprising how much damage Tam Kench does, so maybe he's not played against him before or something like that. Enemy team 3-6-1, 1-2-3, 3-3-3, 0-5-8, and 5-5-3. So Tam Kench has got one of the best KDAs on the enemy team. Actually, the best KDA on the enemy team, which is kind of funny. So it'd be interesting. Okay, Kha'Zix is down there. I was like, it'd be interesting if they go for the 2v1. Because I think I could, as I said, kill them fairly easily. Oh, he just killed himself, I think. If I could have jumped on him, he killed himself because he used... There's nothing he can do. I'm full health and killing him. This is why I say split pushing is good. Because now, what does the enemy team have to do? So I have teleport, so I can teleport to my team if they go for a bad fight. If they don't, then I can TP. Cancel. So having the TP allows me basically just to give global pressure without actually being there. Because I can always cancel it and just continue pushing if I really wanted to. What, is someone coming here? Oh, let's go mental on the tower. So the amount of pressure I've got from top lane, even the potential TP pressure from top lane is way too much for the enemy team to deal with right now. And this is what I say, it's a slight contradiction, like I said in the past few episodes, that I go never split push. There are certain times you can. Obviously, you know, I am a Smurf at the moment, so my situation is a bit different in terms of game knowledge and stuff like that. But still, he is really desperate to try and kill me. I've nearly got Boar Cut, but again, he's not going to really catch me anyway. And now I can rotate for the Tam Kench. Go, Licky Tongue. Tongue. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Has he got Flash? He does. He went that way, 100%. Yeah, he's gone there. Oh, there. Alright. We can... split pushing a Mumu is a thing. We can Baron Amu. Me and him probably could 2-man it. But Dead Man's Plate, thinking about it, is actually a pretty good item for Jax against Gnar, because Gnar likes to run away from Jax, and this gives me the momentum, the speed boost after running for a while. So this is actually quite a clever idea, I think. And again, it helps me chase anybody, really. And he's such a melee-orientated champion, it allows him to kind of jump on people he needs to jump on. But again, free dragon, which is good. I kind of want to get the inhib top lane, but I don't think I'm going to get that really anytime soon unless we get the Baron. The Baron I do actually think is pretty free if our Amumu is any good at smiting, because we'll damage it like crazy, it'll die very quickly. Oh, that was nice. That was a good hit. So they are aware of what we want to do, I guess. Oh, there's a pink in there. We missed the pink. We can... Okay, what we either could do is bait it or fight them. I'm in the camp of just fighting them, I think. Oh, this is good. I'm ready for Fiddle ult. Or not. Okay, look how split the enemy team is for this team fight. They're ridiculously split. Okay, I'm gonna just kill the Corki. Let's kill everything. And you're dead. And there we go. Like, I can now go top lane and probably get the inhib. I want to get that, like, really bad. Oh. Okay. We probably could have got an inhibitor, but getting the Baron is also good. Our pushing power is okay. It's not amazing, though. We don't have a mid laner that has, like, amazing range or anything. So getting the Baron, I guess, is good enough. Now I'll go top lane. And I just noticed I still have Flask. Probably could have sold Flask by now. It's not really giving me a lot of health, like regen. Like, what is it? It's 120 by 60 mana. Yeah, that's not a lot in this stage of the game. I probably should have sold it. But again, I'm getting so much gold that I don't really... I'm not, like, short 100 gold when I go back and buy. The enemy red is up as well, so I'm going to go over and grab that really quick. Could actually catch their AD carry out if I'm lucky. Or the Kazakhs, I guess. Depends which way he goes. Oh, he is on that. Maybe. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. Just run it into the bush so he doesn't have any vision. Enemy team is grouping mid lane, that's fine. Let's get top pushing, I guess. This will make them come top, and I'm going to base because I've got quite a lot of gold. And I'm going to buy a GA for my next item because I'm such a big target in these fights. I imagine I'm going to get quite heavily focused, and I may as well also do that. You know, why not? The game potentially is going to be wrapping up soon if we play our cards right, and then, you know, the pot, the elixirs, whatever, they're good for late game because they give you that extra boost. And hopefully I go back to base. If I do end up going back to buy again, hopefully next time I'll have enough to finish the GA, which, what, requires 2,000? Yeah. Go, go, go. Oops. I did way more damage than I thought. Surprisingly want to... Oh, wow. I just noticed like how much damage Fiddle actually did to the Corki. Like, he died like really quickly. Okay, that is probably game. They'll either surrender right now, or we'll just probably end. So that was Jax, 10-1-7. I think we're back in our kind of good vibe again. Hopefully you guys feel that the same way. Oh, I didn't actually press Q then. I derped. But yeah, hopefully you guys feel that this was a good episode. I feel like it was. It was fun. And I think I lost that a little bit with this series, but yeah. I kind of forgot that I'm doing this series mainly to have fun. I want to get the inhib. It's a bit risky, but... we have like all their base now. Like... Next time we go in... Oh, I don't. I said next time I base, hopefully I could buy GA. I don't have enough. Like, even if I sell this, I'm like 200 short. 300 short. Damn. That's annoying. And you'll notice, again, a lot of people also say, you know, trinkets. So many people are obsessed with trinkets. I always find... Low yellow is one of two things. Low yellow either thinks you have to ward way too much in solo queue, or they don't ward at all. I'm somebody that hardly ever wards, but I only ward when I know I need to. This game I did not need to ward. I had such a massive advantage. There was no point. I welcomed the 2v1 when I got fed. I wanted Kazakhs to be top lane sometimes, which he didn't really do, to be honest. So yeah. So there is the negativity coming in. Unfortunate, but it is solo queue. You kind of have to expect negativity nowadays. So, while my team is kind of grouping, I don't like running into their base 1v5. Fiddlesticks, I mean, Numumu isn't here yet, so you may as well just do a little bit of farming. One thing I will also say, like, so many people try to lie to opponents saying, oh, this person was toxic when they weren't, or they're the person being toxic. I always find it weird that people try to lie. Honestly, whoever is the toxic person will just get punished, so it doesn't really matter if you get more reports and all that stuff. I've never got that. Okay, he wasted an opportunity to get a good stun on me then. So, there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Unranked to Diamond. I will close out the game, obviously, by seeing what score we get. I predict an S+. If we don't get an S+, then it will probably be because of the trinket. Probably because I didn't upgrade my trinket, but we'll see. So I'm happy that we got a win that breaks the loss streak that we've been on now for a while. And again, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, as I very much did. So let's see. So we got 27 LP, so that's good. Our MMR, we used to get 30 LP, and then we did 4 losses in a row. So I was actually worried we may not win as much, but we did. 27 is pretty good, especially that we've just come off a 4-loss streak. S, okay, so we didn't get an S+. That will probably because we didn't upgrade our trinket, but again, that's fine. We had 11, 1, 8, 15,000 damage, most damage in the game, and also damage done. Most damage done in the game. So there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. This was Jax. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and share with a friend if you've got any friends. See ya.